Did I scare you? It's been a while since I last posted. Months, and now 2 weeks since an animatic announcing my return, and I disappeared for 2 weeks. I know what won in the poll, being short animatics of my warrior cat OCs. I'm pretty sure. Obviously, I won't just be posting that. I want to still talk about my actual human OCs, obviously, but whatever. My mic was too far away. Hopefully you heard that. But whatever, this is a long video. If you want, you can use it as background noise as I discuss topics and all that kind of stuff while you're drawing or doing anything really. Or if you actually have a not brain-rotted attention span, then you can watch the speedpaint to fall 30 minutes. I couldn't shrink a 2-hour and 13-minute video of me drawing down. It took up so much of my space. But this is as much as I could shrink it down without just being too flashy, because I zoom in a lot. I'm very guilty. Oh my gosh, I'm not running off a script. But whatever. This kind of thing did not win the poll, but I'm doing it anyways, just to explain things and talk about some topics. And I have a big project I am working on that's going to take a while because my motivation is not that much. I can no longer finish a 2-minute animatic of PMV in a day anymore, or 2 days anymore. It takes a while longer, especially next year. I'm going to try and get a lot of things done this December, especially since I'm not going anywhere for Christmas nor my birthday. So I'm basically inside the entire December. I have a lot of time to do things. But anyways, with this channel, I didn't expect to get much views. I didn't expect much people to watch any of the things I posted. I just posted it for fun. I made a lot of things about my characters, and I decided, why not post them? Because I'm like, I don't want these sitting in there to never be looked at again. So why not just share it to the world? I didn't expect it to grow this much, to reach nearly 1,000 subscribers. Thank you. Hope you guys stick around. You might notice some changes alongside this thing that's on your screen, the bright pink thing. Yeah, that thing. It's a bit hideous, isn't it? That is Makachano, my Roblox persona that I made as a joke to be cringe with my friends in games and chat to embarrass them. The entire thing of a Discord kitten. It's kind of connected to me so much that it's become a genuine persona for me. So I will be using it, utilizing it. Made an entire design for it. But whatever. I'm still going to be making Warrior Cats content. This has slowed down a little bit. I need to relearn how to join cats because my Warrior Cats interest has always been in the background. It pops up every now and then for a few months, especially this year, which has been a lot. This year's been a lot. I don't have time to really focus on Warrior Cats as much as I used to. So I really need to relearn how to draw cats properly. And I feel like my art is in a big progressive stage. I'm still not good with colors. I'm not that good with shading, especially with cats. But I'm just going through with it. Big change in my art style. It's become much simpler. And some might say, it's age regression, sorry, not age regression, what am I saying? Art regression. And I feel like a lot of people mislabel art regression because someone's style becoming simpler and them expressing themselves more and being more happy with their style is not art regression. It's their art improving, actually. Nobody's art style will stay completely consistent. And it's a bit of an unrealistic expectation to set out for yourself to have a completely consistent art style. It will change. It will, you can obviously experiment and stuff, and I really did experiment, and I like when my style is way better. I might put some examples on screen. Just because my art has become way more simpler doesn't mean it became worse. I think I'm exploring and being more confident in my art than I used to, which I'm quite happy about. I'm still not great with colors, as I said before, but I really am trying. I'm still getting in the swing of things. With this channel, don't expect consistency. There might just be months in between of me posting. And it might not even be the most quality content. Just stick around for the ride and watch me slowly improve. I'll talk about my I have a lot of OCs. I can yap about them all day, but I won't. I do want this to say a Warcast focused channel or something, because that's how it sort of began with Wings of Fire too. Because of this might have been my interest like 5 years. I just can't get. I haven't read the recent books, even though I want to. I struggle to read on a phone with a PDF because it tires my eyes way easier than reading a physical copy. But the thing is, I live in a small town. I don't have access to things. There's only one library. My only access to books, and my dad got banned from it because he threw a fit. So I can't go there anymore, and it really only had like history and education books and stuff. Nothing really that interested me. There was only 2 Warrior Cats books that was donated, and that's it. There's no bookstore. I can only access books online, really, and they're expensive, especially alongside shipping. So I don't have much hope at all for getting any Warrior Cats books. Specifically because I also want to get more clothes. I live in a small town. There's no gothic clothing, because that's the style that I personally prefer. And there's no such thing as that in a old small town where everyone basically dresses the same. And I wish men experimented with their clothes more, because they all dress the same. It's so annoying. I love my men feminine. Anyways, I say I'm not even that interested in men at all, really. But anyways, what was I talking about? I was talking about the TikTok art community and its entire thing of like chasing away artists, new artists and stuff. Because every time someone's style is not exactly to the expectations that the TikTok art community formed, then they immediately shun and bully the artist until they just give up entirely. And I feel like people are like definitely losing their empathy for like artists and stuff, and for people in general, and just losing the ability to be nice and just mean all the time. I mean, I'm sensitive for saying that. I don't care. I'm still saying it. I wish people were nice, especially to kids, because they're learning the world just like the rest of us. Art is a skill that needs to be learned, and I think it's unfair to judge people for that, for how their art looks. If they're happy with it, they're happy with it. And yeah. Oh my gosh, my nose. Sorry, I have sinusitis. My nose is consistently blocked or weird. I swear everyone has like a weird fascination in my room. They have a weird urge to come in here for like 8 minutes, fiddle with some things, and then leave. Like, what do you need in here? What do you need in here? There's no reason for you to be in here. Anyways, whatever. What was I talking about? I was talking about the TikTok art community. I feel like people have way more formative and informative and formal videos explaining the TikTok art community and how terrible it really is, and how people treat artists in that community. And it really does sicken me that this is the reality of how artists are treated. It's like you're supposed to know how to do art within like 5 seconds of doing it. It's a skill that needs to be formed, and we should allow people a space to grow and learn and do what they personally enjoy doing. And if that person likes how their art looks, and is happy with it, then I genuinely don't think it's within our right to say that we don't like it. And oh my gosh, everyone has a strange fascination in my room. Not even 5 minutes. I can't even go with 5 minutes without someone coming into my room and interrupting me. Can I not talk in peace? I just want to talk. I just want to yap. And this is what I get. This is what I get. I don't want to wait until night to do this. Anyways, I don't think it's within our right to say that we don't like. This is my last attempt. If someone interrupts me, walked in my room again, what do you want here? What do you want here? What do you want? Anyways, I don't think we should give like criticism to an artist without them asking for it, because it definitely comes out as demeaning, and the artist is not obligated to take your advice or your critique. If they ask for critiques, then yeah, constructive criticism, not just saying that the piece looks bad or the face or the proportions are bad or terrible. Because and then the person like who gave criticism is like, oh, it's just criticism, you shouldn't be so defensive. They didn't ask for it. Like, please shut up. You wouldn't like it either. Someone just like randomly came up to you and said, oh, this looks bad, oh, this is bad, you need to change this, you need to change this out of nowhere. Like, it just comes off as demeaning, as if you know it all. Art is subjective. People do art differently. And like, it frustrates me when people act like there's only like one way to present art and only one way to express art, and every time someone looks style looks a little bit different than they used to, and suddenly it's so terrible or bad, and they say, oh, learn the rules before you bend. This is an art school. That is very true in art school. You need to follow the instructions. You need to stay in line and learn the rules before you get to bend them. But this is an art school. You can do whatever you want. And like, I know there's art tips and stuff out there, and oh, don't shade with black, and some people may take that advice, and some people may go out of the entire set of rules, and I don't think it's within our right to correct them and tell them, you have to do this, you have to do this, you can't express yourself in this way, it has to look like this. If the proportions are weird or funky and the artist likes them that way, then who are we to say that it shouldn't be like that? The art comes from the heart, the soul, the mind. It is an expression of the artist. It contains the artist. It was created with their hands, and I don't think we can say what they can and can't do, or how they get to express themselves. And by the way, don't use this as a way to say that I support pro shipping. Somehow my words will get twisted. I'm kidding, but that's my problems with the arts community. What was the other topic that I wanted to talk about? Right, your, and there, and there. I understand if you use the wrong your once and accidentally make that mistake. But if you do it multiple times, then it's clear it's not a mistake anymore. And I will judge you. I'll sigh, shake my head. I understand somewhat if English isn't your first language. Understandable. But if you've been learning it for a long time, you should at least know. Because it really does frustrate me. Like, you're telling me a grown adult, or someone my age, same age as me, still can't get the right your, or there, and there. And someone I saw in the comment section dare to say that our English is a useless subject. What do we need brackets for? What do we need all that stuff for? Clearly you need extra English classes if you still, at your grown age, don't know the difference between your, there and there and there, your, and there and there and there. I sometimes make the mistake when I'm typing fast, and you know, writing fast. Sometimes I do use the wrong there. Sometimes out of pure, just because I'm saying things and my mind is putting like the first spelling down first. I make mistakes sometimes. I still know the difference and I still use it correctly. It's a one-time mistake. And it bothers me so much. Like, please just use the right one. And, so this might be about a controversial topic. And it might seem like I'm generalizing or stereotyping. But a lot of Americans think they're so superior, that they're the top of the world, that they're the very center of the world. No, you're not. No, you're not. In fact, you're off to the side. Okay. But no, you're not. You're not the center of the world. You're not the superior nation or whatever. You're not superior at all. And I have a problem with stereotypes surrounding Africa and how the media presents it and how a lot of Americans see us. And it bothers me. It frustrates me so much that I saw a comment on Twitter. Someone was talking about how Taylor Swift doesn't say that she's doing like a world tour and then never goes to Africa. How a lot of artists say that they're doing a world tour but completely skip like developing countries and all that stuff. And in general, like Africa, like the entire continent of Africa, they don't even dare to step foot. They say, "Oh, we love Africa." Then where are you? Why aren't you coming here? I don't see you here. Anyways, and someone in the comment section said, it's because they're undeveloped countries, and I don't think they have enough money, or the infrastructure for like stadiums and stuff. Like, I guess this 20 right in front of me is my imagination. I think I'm actually in a mud house with a mud computer. You know, it's not actually, you know, this is all my imagination, you know, I'm living in a mud hut. Anyways, mud huts do exist. Rural areas exist. Every place has rural areas. Africa isn't the only place. And they always say Africa. It's a continent, not a country. You're just generalizing all of us. And the media really presents Africa as a starving continent where nobody has proper housing. We go to school. We go to school on elephants and go to very overcrowded schools, and that's the only schools there are. And act like we're all poor, we're all without water and food and electricity. We don't have any electronics. And that's really how the media presents us. Like, the main view of Africa is that. Which is probably partly the reason why so many Americans view us as uneducated, as animalistic. I've seen how they treat Tyler. How they treat any really artist from like South Africa, for example. As if we're uncultured, as we're insane, we're animals, unruly, high and mighty. And I feel like that's just a big old stereotype. Meanwhile, y'all think you're so pretentious, that you're the calm, that you're not animalistic, and you're just being pretentious. I'm sorry. A lot of Americans just have a superiority complex. They genuinely think that they're superior. No, you're not. I'm sorry to break it to you, but no, you're not. And like, my art teacher, when I was in like grade 6 or 7, I don't remember a lot of things from that time. But I think it was in grade 6. But they were showing us a video of like different schools in different places. The only ones, like, all the schools looked fancy and nice and proper and good. But the moment they got to like places in Africa, then there was all overcrowded mud huts and just like very schools that were just in rural areas, completely ignoring that we do have really good schools here all over Africa. And I feel like that just like really encapsulates how the media presents Africa. And like I've seen like, oh my gosh, um I saw this pin on it. And also I saw someone say watch your skin color, like, huh? Huh? Also the person to say POV Africa. What if these kids weren't even from Africa? What if they were like from America? Or any other place? Like every place has rural areas. Every place has starving kids and starving people, have bad health care and lack of proper health care. Every place has that. Africa isn't the only one. And it frustrates me that people like genuinely think that way. But whatever. I need to move on to my other topics. What was my other topics? Oh, right. I have a giant note full of everything. My Clan Jan notes. My Hear Me Out list for the Hear Me Out cake I did. Which has the number 8 Oxford come up bromine, sorry, Randall from Monsters Inc., Nomeo, GLaDOS from Portal, Fukuzawa from Bungo Stray Dogs, and I one panel, Flo from the Cause Movie and Legs from Toy Story, and Lola from Shark Tale. I think I forgot about Lola from Shark Tale. Oh well. No, what did I put her? I don't remember. But whatever. Anyways, I'm not talking about that. Where's my topics list? Okay. Did talking about art, the education system, stereotypes surrounding Africa. The demonization of cluster B personality disorders. I need to wrap this up quick. I'm running out of time. Hang on. So I watch a lot of commentary videos, a lot of them, from a lot of different creators, and they mainly talk about a lot of abusers. But one thing that puts like sort of like a bad taste in my mouth, and when they purposely like describe the abusers as narcissistic or borderline. I think that's a new record for time going without being interrupted, but I got interrupted again. What is the fascination with my room? Anyways, and I always get like a bad taste in my mouth when they describe the YouTubers like describe abusers to be narcissistic, borderline, or histrionic. So I don't know how to pronounce that properly. And it always puts like a bad taste in my mouth because we don't know if they do have any other personality disorders. And without the knowledge of that, I feel it just puts my bad taste in my mouth to like singularly describe the abusers, the bad people in this scenario, as those words commonly associated with those personality disorders. And it's like this, it's demonizing and villainizing them in a way, and it really bothers me. Maybe I'm just being a bit sensitive, but it genuinely does. Like, all cluster B personality disorders always have this bad reputation around this stigmatization about it, of them always being portrayed as like abusers. And it's not their fault that they have these personality disorders. It's usually cluster B personality disorders are usually, we don't know the true factor in between, but it's commonly believed to be both hereditary and environmental, and they usually form through trauma, and people with these personality disorders can't exactly help that. And it's not their fault that they have these disorders, and I think it's unfair to portray all of them people with like narcissistic personality disorder or borderline personality disorder to all be abusers and acting as if they're inherently evil and they're not human and don't experience feelings like the rest of us, because they very much do. They're human too. And I feel like we treat them as if they're not. They don't experience feelings, if they don't have a heart, because they're capable of human emotion. And so it does bother me a bit when they're primarily used to describe abusers. Sure, they can become abusers. Everyone can become an abuser. It's not just people with personality disorders. And it's unfair to say otherwise. So I'm not like saying that the YouTubers, the commentary YouTubers that say these things have like genuine like bad intent. I believe they didn't have any bad intent behind it, but it still bothers me a little bit, specifically when they say narcissist. Because sure, that can have like depressed and depression, the actual disorder. You know what I mean? It's just, I'm young. I don't take psychology. I just research a lot of things to do with mental disorders and personality disorders and mental health in general, because it interests me and I like doing research on how other people think and feel, and it intrigues me. I'm not saying I'm an expert. I realistically don't know much about it. I'm not a professional in any way. And I don't think I have all the information required to really say anything, nor do I have any of these disorders. But I'm just stating my opinion. And I may just be sensitive, but I genuinely believe people should have more empathy, because there's a genuine lack of empathy now more than ever, and a lot of people just are too apathetic. And I don't like people that say, and the world kept spinning. The world kept spinning during World War II. Does that make it any better? No. The world will continue spinning. But that doesn't mean that issues don't exist. And I don't like the phrase, and the world kept spinning. Because it really, I don't know how to explain what I mean. I can't voice all my thoughts properly. But yeah. And I wish there was more kindness in this world. I think we definitely need it. And definitely talk about things more and be more empathetic, because I don't go on Twitter much at all. And when I do, it's for a short amount of time. I don't see much stuff. I just go on there to interact with my interests and stuff. Like Project Sakai, Bungo Stray Dogs, that kind of stuff. Maybe I'm just being a bit too woke. But I saw someone that was saying that they were going to make an attempt to kill themselves. And a lot of people were being so mean and just like showing genuinely not caring for this person's situation and just being so mean about it. What happened to caring for other people? Because I think we should bring that back. We should normalize being like kind and empathetic to people. And yeah, I won't say anything more, simply because I'm running out of time. Might as well talk about what I'm drawing real quick. The character shown is Mary. She's the goth queen. I was trying out a different style because I got a lot of new like pens and brushes for Krita. How do you pronounce Krita? Do you say Krita or Krata? I say both. I mainly say Krata. Or Krita. I don't know how to pronounce it. I always say Krita though. I use Krita for everything. First was Fire Alpaca, but that no longer works. What is my niece doing? Anyways, as I was saying, I mainly use Krita, and it's I used to not like using Creator at all. Now I use it for everything. It's free, it's usable. I don't have the money for any like proper thing. I don't like drawing on my phone, as I use my laptop and a drawing tablet. I don't have the money for a drawing tablet with a screen. I don't have money for a tablet. It would be great if I got one for like for Christmas or my birthday. Wink, 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 wink. Be really nice if I got a tablet for my birthday. Just say. But yeah, I just don't have the money for it. So I might as well just use my PC. I used to mainly use my mouse. I can't use my mouse anymore. I've lost the ability. I've got a much bigger drawing tablet than I used before, but because my other one broke, and I needed it for my art class because we're delving into digital art a bit more. And oh my gosh, I was so angry when in my art exam I literally saw AI art. There was questions about AI art saying, do you prefer AI art over the actual painting? Like, no, whoever said yes they do, I will find them. I will find them if they're in my class. I will find them. I'll find where they live. I'm actually like so excited for Christmas. I'm mainly excited for my birthday. I don't care if I won't get much. I'm just excited to like finally age up. Because my birthday is on the 31st of December. The very last day of the year. I've been waiting so long for my birthday. Because it feels like it's way longer. Everyone's birthday is a year apart, but it just feels like so much longer. Oh, but yeah. Oh, running to an end. I was playing around with colors and stuff. And I definitely think I should have stuck with some of the color schemes that was like going through here. But I ended up just like sticking with the original, I think. Slightly edited version. Because I'm not good with colors, so I just like mess around until something looks decent. But yeah. I kept getting interrupted and I didn't say things amazingly, but here it is. My art, where I experimented a little bit. I probably won't do much speed paints in the future. Hopefully you stuck around and your attention span isn't as terrible as some people's are, who can't even stick around for 1 minute on TikTok. Because I used to watch speed paints on YouTube for like 20 minutes straight, not even looking away from the screen. But anyways, yippee.